Hey, this is Khalid Nathan Aleem, the real estate bull, and welcome to my talk on the strongest offer. Now today what we're going to talk about is for all you buyers, when you're going out there and you're looking for homes, when you find a home that you like, you're going to put an offer in. Now I'm going to talk about the 10 things that you can do to make your offer the strongest. Number one is purchase price. Home may cost $200,000, okay? You go, you see a home is $200,000, but there's competition. So there's other people putting in bids. What you can do is you can put in an offer with an escalation clause. What an escalation clause means is that if we have this home that's $200,000, you can put in an offer to say, hey, I'm willing to go up to $250,000. So the seller will get your offer and see, okay, if everybody else is bidding $200,000 and your escalation goes to $250,000, then they can come back to you and say, okay, well, we accept your offer for $250,000. But it could be that the other offers are lower. So everybody else may put in bids for $180,000, but you put in a bid at $200,000 with an escalation going up to $250,000. So what that means is that they'll come back to you and say, okay, we accept your bid for $200,000. So an escalation cost, just an escalation price, just means that you're willing to go up to a certain amount, depending on what other people do. Okay, that's number one. Number two is home inspections. Now, when you are going to buy a home, it's prudent to have a home inspection. And everybody, I feel like, should have a home inspection. But if you want your offer to be stronger than other people's offer, what you can do is put in no home inspection or as is, meaning that you'll take the home as is, okay? Not saying to do this in every situation, but this will make your offer stronger. So that means that you can still have a home inspection, okay? But the seller is saying that, okay, I'm not going to repair anything, because usually that's what the home inspection is for. The home inspection is so you can go to the seller and say, hey, I want these repairs done, okay? So number three is financing. Financing meaning no contingencies. No contingencies is going to make your offer stronger also. What does that mean? When you go to buy a home, there's certain contingencies that you have, meaning that you have the right to back out of the deal because of these contingencies. A very popular contingency is home inspection. Another one is termite inspection. Another one is radon inspection. So all of these are popular contingencies. So again, what that means is that if you go to buy a home, if you have a termite contingency on it, you have the home inspector look for termites, and if they find termites, you can back out of the deal. So these contingencies allow you to back out the deal. Another way to make your offer stronger is to have no contingencies. If you have no contingencies, then yeah, you can't get out of the contract for these contingencies. Okay, there are other ways to get out of the contract, but you won't have these contingencies to get out of the contract. Okay, so have no contingencies will make your offer stronger. Number four is appraisal. Again, a way to do this is to have no appraisal. The real only way that you can have no appraisal is if you have a cash deal, meaning that you're paying all cash for that property. If you pay all cash for that property, there won't be an appraisal. Okay, so also appraisal can be a contingency on the selling of the home also. So you can have a no appraisal contingency on there. So you're not going to use the appraisal. So let me give you an example. Let's just say that you have a home that you're going to buy for $200,000, and the appraisal comes back at $180,000. So now there's a $20,000 gap. Now, if you have a appraisal contingency in your deal, then what's going to happen is that you'll be able to back out of the deal because the bank is only going to give you $180,000, but the cost of it is $200,000. So you'll be able to back out. If you don't have an appraisal contingency on your deal, then what's going to happen is that you're going to have to come up with that $20,000. Okay? So again, this depends on if you're confident that that house is going to appraise for $200,000. If you're confident that the house is going to appraise for $200,000 and you have no worries about it, then you don't have to have an appraisal contingency in your deal. Okay? But again, I do advise you to have one. Number 5 is the earnest money deposit. How much money are you putting down? When you buy a home, there's usually within the first couple of days, there's an earnest money deposit that you have to put down. So for a $100,000 house, it can be $1,000, it can be $2,000. There's a certain amount of money that you agree to put down, to put some skin in the game, okay? The thing about it is the more earnest money deposit that you put down, the stronger the offer is, okay? So our recommendation, if you really want a really strong offer, is to put more than 5%. Number 6 is seller's assist. Seller's assist is money that's coming from the seller to assist the buyer in buying their home, and it goes to closing costs, okay? So if you don't ask for any seller's assist, it makes the offer stronger. Number 7 is the type of financing. How are you buying this home? There's a couple ways that you can buy a home. You can buy it with cash. You can buy it with a loan, okay? With that loan, it can be a conventional loan. It can be an FHA loan. It can be a VA loan, okay? So those are among the different types of loans. When you're going to the seller, if you have cash, cash is always going to beat every other financing, okay? Cash, as they say, cash is king. Cash is going to beat every other finance. If you do get a loan, the strongest is a conventional loan, okay? FHA have different rules, different parameters, which are a little bit more restrictive than conventional loans. So if you are going to get a loan from the bank, the best loan to get is a conventional loan in reference to the seller, okay? Number 8 is your down payment, okay? So your down payment, 20% or more. If a seller sees that you're paying 20% or more as a down payment, they know that you're vested in this deal, okay? So again, it just makes your offer a lot stronger. Number 9 is the home sale contingency. So if you're buying a home, but you have to sell your home in order to buy this other home, that's a home sale contingency. Now again, that's no problem. It's no problem at all. It happens every day. But to the seller, it's a stronger offer if you don't have a home sale contingency, okay? So just not to have that contingency on your contract, it makes your contract or your offer a lot stronger to the seller. Also, closing date. All right, so how fast can you close? Most people who are selling now, again, there's exceptions to the rules, but most people want to sell their home as fast as possible. So one of the things that does take time in mostly every home purchase is the title, okay? So title usually is 7 to 14 days for title to come back. Sometimes it's a little bit shorter and sometimes a little bit longer depending if it's an estate or not, okay? But 7 to 14 days, 7 to 14 days for most sellers is going to put your deal or your offer at the top, okay? Most of the time, you really can't do that but with cash, okay? Because the mortgage underwriting process, and like I said, with the title companies and the things that they have to do, that's going to take 7 to 14 business days, okay? I guess that's it, all right? So, hey, this is your man, Khalid Nathan Aleem, the real estate bull. If you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, I got you. You can always catch me at www.realestatebull.com. See you next time.